Unfortunately, guys, this is a darker story that I do not want to have to talk about, but unfortunately, it needs to happen because people need to start understanding on what happens when we let illegal migrants into our country, and this is the dark reality of what happens. So, grit your teeth, women, bare your stomach because you're probably not gonna like this at all. And I don't either, but this is something that has to be said because if you guys keep on voting for illegal migrants to come into this country, this is the result. What we have here from Ollie London is saying Houston police charged two Venezuelan illegal migrants men over the brutal rape and strangulation of a 12-year-old Jacqueline Nungare. The 12-year-old's body was found dumped in a shallow water in a North Houston creek after being strangled and raped. Both of the suspects were seen on CCTV with the girl walking into a convenience store hours before her death. They have been identified by Houston police as Venezuelan nationals Juan Jose Rangel Martinez, 21, and Franklin Jose Pina Ramos, 26. Both men were arrested and taken into custody earlier today. They have now been charged with capital murder. And by the way, how about we just do the death penalty? Let's just put it that way. These people do not deserve to be walking amongst our actual populace. They are monsters, and this is what happens. We allow illegal immigrants to come in, and this is all thanks to Joe Biden. By the way, Joe Biden has opened our border, has made sure that these monsters are allowed to roam into our country and just allowed to wreak havoc amongst our population, our people, the American citizens, and obviously young children as well. This is the actual full report, or rather, kind of the brief summary of what happened, what they know of the individual, which I will be showing you here.
Our team has worked tirelessly tracking evidence in this case since the discovery of Jocelyn by a citizen on the morning of June 17, 2024. Because of the assistance of the area community and surveillance video that our officers have tirelessly tracked down and other evidentiary pieces, we have found and learned that the suspects began their evening at a Northborough area restaurant together. They left that restaurant on foot, southbound. The suspects continued south and were first seen on a camera, and those are images that we released to you, to all of you and to the public. Suspects seen meeting the victim and talking for a few minutes while they were on Kirkendall. Later, the suspects and the victim walked together to a convenience store, and those images were also released to you guys and the public. After a few minutes, all three together walked to a bridge where ultimately Jocelyn was murdered. Suspects continue south towards their residence after leaving Jocelyn there. I want to thank the media for their assistance in greatly and broadly releasing the images of the suspects. I want to thank all the witnesses who have been brave, coming forward, talking to the police, and giving us the information that we needed to identify these suspects. So that on this morning, Thursday, June 20th, officers with the Houston SWAT team, Gang Division, North Belt Division, and Homicide did a coordinated operation at 13355 Northborough Drive, the Canfield Lake Apartments. And there we were able to find the two suspects, detain them, and transfer them back here to Travis for questioning. While there, CSU continued to process their location, searching for more evidence, which they have found. The suspects are now facing charges of capital murder, one being Johan Jose Rangel Martinez, the second male being Franklin Jose Pina Ramos.
Now that you have a bit of more of a story, it says, we have this from the Daily Mail saying 2 adult men charged with capital murder over horrific rape and killing of 12-year-old Texas girl who was lured out of home at night. It says 2 men have been charged with the horrific murder of a 12-year-old Texas girl. Jacqueline Nungare's body was found floating in a creek near her Houston home on Monday. Juan Jose Rangel Martinez, 21, and Franklin Jose Pina Ramos have now been charged with capital murder following a manhunt for the suspects. Houston PD explained that the number of murder of anyone under the age of 15 automatically results in a capital murder charge. They previously suggested that the youngster has also been raped and sent off a sexual assault kit to obtain further evidence. The officials are now also working with Homeland Security officials to see whether Martinez and Ramos are illegal immigrants. The medical examiner confirmed that Jacqueline died by strangulation. Police issued images of two persons of interest seen with the preteen hours before her death, after she had snuck out of her home at around 10 p.m. Officers said suspects who lived in the same block as the girl bumped into Jacqueline and walked with her to a convenience store. She called her 13-year-old boyfriend from the convenience store at around midnight that night. He reported her talking to two adults, Houston Mayor John Whitmire announced at a new convenience store Tuesday. Her grieving mother, Alexis Nungary, is now struggling to process what has happened. It's like it's not real, she told Click to Houston. I keep hearing everything, and she said she does not believe she knows the two men Jacqueline was seen with at the convenience store, whom the Houston Police Department have identified as persons of interest in the case. But Alexis says she suspects that they either live in the apartment complex or may have walked to the store from a nearby state park. I want karma to hit them. I'm angry, Alexis added. They took advantage of her. She's so young, she's 12. I want justice. I want whoever has seen them to call police. They took my baby away. And that is just the dark reality of allowing illegal immigrants. Biden, if you keep on allowing these monsters to roam free into our country, you're not getting the side of American people. This is what happens. The American people do not want these monsters in our country. And you have gave them the ability to get amnesty to come into our country and be a free citizen. Screw you, Biden, and everything that you stand for. You are complacent with these monsters coming in our country and ruining our way of life and raping children. You should be ashamed of yourself, and you should be immediately put in prison like the rest of them for allowing this type of things to go through. It is disgusting. It's one thing if you close the border and you're trying to prevent this type of travesty, but you open the border and you are allowing these monsters to roam free. This is disgusting. It needs to stop. It needs to end. It is completely asinine. This is happening in our country. I am beyond livid. At this point, there is no justice in our system if we allow this Biden monster to be roaming free and opening our borders and allow these monsters to go free. Disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. I hope the mother can get over this, but I know it ain't gonna be easy. It isn't ever easy, and I pray for anybody that has to deal with this type of monstrosity. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Like, subscribe, share. As always, take care, my friends. And make sure to keep your children safe.
I'm disgusted by what I see in public. Even people closest to us can't be trusted. This is algorithmic disease, the social media.